It's a really good opportunity to highlight the fact that the city is taking consistent steps to meet its Vision Zero goals. We have a big city with, as much as it feels like a small city, we're a big city with big needs, and there's a lot going on across the community. Zarzamora Street specifically has needed these upgrades for generations. I am interested, when Councilman Courage brought, I think it's slide 4, enlarge the mid-block crossing elements. Would any of these include a hawk?
So pedestrian hybrid beacons give the pedestrian the ability to stop the traffic. And so that's the key, is that we're improving the safety by actually giving some controls with teeth.
Okay.
And so when we look at these, some of those costs might go up because that's the cost of the hybrid beacon, which is going to drive the cost up higher as well. So historically, you know, we could do these. What you see today is probably about $100,000. It just varies. But we're doing a higher level of infrastructure, but it also creates a higher level of safety for the pedestrians. And so as a part of our process, when we do the pedestrian safety analysis, we also do an illumination audit to determine, okay, are the crashes the cause of not having lighting? And those are some of the efforts that we're undertaking when we go and do the data collection as well.
So thanks, of course, for your persistence and your taking these steps to make our roads and streets and really our community safer. Yes, again, I congratulate you, the team, Rod. Thank you for your leadership on that. Is there a second step to this? Do we need more funding after this?
I'm so happy you asked that question.
Great.
Madam Chair. We always need more money. So how we funded our local match for this was we used our Vision Zero FY23 base budget. As you all know, we get $1 million for Vision Zero, and we get $1 million for bike IMP annually. So we are in discussion as we plan for the budget in requesting more funding for local matches for grants like these, but also increasing our Vision Zero budget. You all see this is just one corridor, and it would cost us $4.5 to actually do what we wanted to do. So when you multiply that by all 10 of our high injury network corridors, we do need to allocate more funding for Vision Zero. I believe that the next step for this process is to do the solicitation, but going forward for those other corridors, Vision Zero, for Zarzamora, it had the most mid-block crossings proposed. So some of the corridors, there may be 1 or 2 mid-block crossings that we propose, but $500,000 when we factor in inflation and we factor in some, the contingencies that come with this, we just need to fund Vision Zero more. And when we're looking at safety as a part of our programs, allocating, 1% of our future bond projects to safety, that gives Razi's team the ability to actually evaluate the information associated with crash data and then integrate those improvements associated with Vision Zero into his construction projects. So those are some of the things we can do, but we definitely just need to allocate more funding and without the federal discretionary grants.
Thank you. And I think, you hit the nail on the head for me anyway, was we need to fund Vision Zero more, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I am curious, so there's a stretch along Commerce right around Callahan that has the same kind of issues. Is there a future opportunity maybe to fund other areas to do exactly these mid-block crossings?
Yes, so we've been talking, Kat and I and the team, we've been talking about what does the future of Vision Zero look like in terms of other areas outside of those 10 corridors. And what we will be coming to the council this fall with in this spring is looking at allocating approximately $1 million so that we can do what we call safety assessments. So when your offices call and identify a location that may need additional safety improvements, whether it's signage, whether it's signals, what the transportation department does is we go out and do an assessment of the location to identify what could we do, a conceptual plan. So Oak Hill and Ingram is a prime example of what we do. That's about $75,000 to do an assessment and identify what could we do to improve that area. So we will be coming to the body to ask for this additional funding so that we have an opportunity to do those safety assessments and come up with concepts that we can then put out for solicitation, for design or construction, using our on-call, or it may be something that Razi's team could add to their programming annually in terms of improving those areas.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much, Tamika.
Yes, ma'am.
Any
Thank
other
you.
comments?